What's poppin'? Big sippers, big sippers. What's poppin'? Big sippers, big sippers. It's your girl, there, Brittany G, aka Pink.
And Notorious Till, aka Tati, and you're tuned into another episode of AunTEA Talk.
Yeah. Alright, so for our sip tea today, we got a little mixture of that metabolism tea that ain't got no sugar in it, but it's talking about something.
They like Kool-Aid.
Good old Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
On a good old summer day. We just ain't sipping on our porch.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay, let's something now.
I love this tea, y'all. I really just went on a brand ambassadorship deal or something.
For sure.
I fuck with it. So, hey, that's all I'm going to say. What's poppin', big sippers? It's your girl, Notorious Till. And we have something in store for our minority business owners. We have a tea shop for you all to join where we offer sponsorship, promotional, and brand ambassadorship opportunities. So if you're interested in growing your brand and reaching big sippers like ours, hit us up at AunTEATalkPodcast@gmail.com. We can't wait to work with y'all. Alright, so you ready to get into this check-in?
What you been up to, girl? Like, it's been
Y'all,
a minute. What's up?
It's been a minute since we recorded, for real, for real. Like,
Yeah.
it's been,
Like 3 weeks?
yeah, almost a month
Yeah, like 3
since we
weeks.
recorded. So, I'm excited about recording today. But, we're in a new month. It's August. Wrapped up July. I would say July was a pretty decent month for me. I got a clear mind, clear vision, kind of like decluttered my mind some. And I would say like now I'm in a better space.
Yeah.
I'm back like mentally. I'm feeling mentally strong now. I'm feeling stronger mentally. And I will also say that I'm back like on my just motivation, refocusing on the things that are important to me. And I literally got out of that space during the summer. And I think that's kind of what put me like back in the emotional roller coaster like during the summer.
I say this like how we are pretty much like in cahoots with each other. It's like it's always something, but I really feel like, especially with AunTEA Talk, we always been close as fuck.
Yeah.
But with AunTEA Talk, we see each other more. We talk to each other way more than we actually would, and on different levels. So I really feel like we feed off each other. Like, it might sound cliche or it might sound like we just go in circles. What's up, bro?
I'm detangling.
I just see a lot of commotion over here on my peripheral.
I'm detangling.
I'm like, are you nervous?
I'm detangling. Keep going, man.
But I feel like
Focus.
you distracted me. But I just feel like we've been feeling the same or pretty similar emotions with life itself all at the same time. And that, just to piggyback off of what you're saying off your chicken, this is pretty much my chicken as well. Like, second and third quarter did a few numbers on me. Like, second and third quarter did a few numbers on me. So I feel like I'm in my shake back season right now. I'm recovering. I'm in a happier space. You see, we back.
Yeah.
we back in the motherfucking loft.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Y'all just don't understand. We weren't recording here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, this shit is really getting on my nerves. And I'm looking at it, like, in the mirror. We got a mirror right here. So, like, it's really bothering me. And I can't get it untangled.
Just please. Because you're going to keep distracting me. So I just feel like we just been out in this certain space.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
Separately, but together. And I don't know what it is. Why we always so in sync with each other. You know, you normally say that's like a twin thing.
Yeah.
But we
That's
say
twin
things.
them, though. That's
Yeah.
twin them.
For real.
For real.
But, so yeah, I really just feel like I'm in my shake back season right now because second and third quarter was doing a number on me. Like, I'm just back. We back here recording here. Finally been getting my house together. is the redecorating or whatever, and I'm just grateful to be here. Like, shit's been different, but I'm excited for what what we walking into.
On one of the previous episodes, I said something about doing my master plan and then my 6-month vision board. So, and my master plan consists of 183 things that I want to do before the end of the year, or want to accomplish by the end of the year. And I haven't finished, but I got like 120 on the list right now. But I've at least started my vision board. So, like, that's just making me feel, it's giving me that motivation.
Right.
So, it's like, just even the things that I've been feeding myself, like, mentally or whatever, like, is you literally have to put in the work to get out of those mental spaces. Like, it's literally up to you.
Girl, that is really up to you.
It's
if you
really
lack
up to you.
If you lack discipline, that's when it's gonna whoop your ass. I'm talking about full blown fist fights.
Yes.
Like, that's what it feel like. You really in the boxing ring with yourself.
Yeah.
Every time. It's motivation versus discipline every time with yourself.
For sure.
But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get into what I'm grateful for. So, like I said, we back at the loft, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm getting my space back together, and I am super, super, super grateful for the people that has been helping me, like, just get my space back together, because I'm such an independent and self-sufficient person. Like, I don't know how to use my village for real. This year is the first year that I actually, like, reached out just on any type of level, like, can you help me please? Like, because I sit here and let shit just become so overwhelming to me until I reach like a breaking point. And before I actually got to that breaking point, I just like, please help. So I really want to give a shout out to Cody. Cody been here this week a lot, very hands-on with just helping me organize, declutter, because I cannot, as crazy as it is, I'll let shit get cluttered, not by choice, but just clutter over time, because it's like, oh, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing certain shit, and I can't operate like that. So in a cluttered space.
And what's crazy about it, like, we can't operate in a cluttered space, but we'll sit there and look at it like, because even the clutter alone,
it bothers you.
Like,
but the thing about it is, it's like, if we the one who gotta declutter it, I fucking shit.
Get somebody else to do it.
It can be cluttered a little longer. Like, I'm just not gonna look over there,
I'm gonna declutter it a little bit.
Yeah. But when it's time to do that little bit, it's like, you find something else.
Yeah.
Then also too helped me put up this wallpaper. Like, pretty much this whole wallpaper for my accent wall in my living room. This was 2 projects.
Okay.
This was his project. So I'm so grateful for Cody and Suja. I thank y'all so much.
All right.
What you grateful for?
I am grateful for my homegirl Quisha. She was one of the panel guests for our Mommy Mental Matters episode. But, like, me and Quisha, that's also somebody, like, we be in sync with each other, just like things that be happening in our lives. And we can sit there and talk about it. Talk about the different things that's going on, and just be that person to give that advice or whatever. Because we literally be in the same situations. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. But I'm also grateful for her in another aspect, but I'll get to that in my vibe on demand.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the T games.
Let's do it.
Alright. Oh, they do it.
Hey, oh, they do it. Yeah. Sedan or SUV. Hey, or that SUV. Hey, or that SUV.
What was the one?
This or that? Sedan or SUV?
What?
This or that?
I know. What did you say?
Sedan or SUV?
Who is Sudan? Sedan? That's why I'm like, what the fuck?
Bitch, I said Sedan.
Sedan. You talking Sudan. I'm like, what the fuck is a Sudan?
Well, I was saying Sudan to go with the song. But Sedan or SUV?
But SUV.
SUV me.
Yeah, SUV
me. Like, especially now that I have an SUV, it's like...
Yeah.
I don't really want to sit alone no more.
I miss my trucks, but I ain't gonna lie. The sedan's good on gas, baby. So, I'ma always have a sedan in my goddamn
Well, it depends on what kind of sedan you have. All sedans ain't good on gas, baby. That one you have. It's good on gas, baby.
I always say that in the pocket, baby.
All right, so Zeus Network or Tubi?
Tubi.
You wouldn't even let me get it out. I was still saying Tubi.
When you said Zeus, and I already knew what.
How you knew Tubi? What if I would say Amazon?
Knew.
What if I would have said Amazon Prime?
Because those are two ratchet ass networks or whatever. Tubi, me. I mean, I can fuck with Zeus, but it just be so much like.
You gotta do it in doses. Like if I feel the urge, I want some drama. Then I can watch
shit. There, it's but like overbearing. So I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't watch nothing on Zeus in a minute. I ain't watch no Bad Boys, no baddies. We don't have an account. That's why. Yeah,
that is exactly why we don't have no account.
The only time I look at it is when I see the little clips on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's the only time I see this.
Like, yeah, I'm so out the loop of what's going on with the whole baddie situation. Like, yeah. I don't know nothing. I just found out that Christian's sister was on
Okay, so they really are on. So now they have like a whole bunch of like celebrity type people. Because when I was looking at something on Twitter today, and it's getting sidetracked, but they had Suki. Who was all on there? It was just like a lot of different like internet popping or like the new industry girls. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, is this just like something that they put together or is this the real deal?
Probably so kind of like how they doing College Shield celebrity version and shit like that. Probably get their ratings to stay up. Who knows? Mm-hmm.
All right, that's all you got for this or that?
Yeah, man. Just two
All right. Okay, big sippers. So for today's episode, we're just gonna talk about commitment.
Good child.
Commitment.
That's a big one.
Do you have commitment issues?
I do.
For sure. I'm definitely guilty.
I do.
I'm definitely guilty of commitment issues. And I would say I noticed it like when I started thinking about like marriage.
Because it's so long term.
It's long term. So like my whole thing with commitment is like when you make a commitment to anything, it's like you locked in.
You are definitely locked in. It requires work. You gotta wrap your mind around like I gotta work for this shit.
Yeah.
And it takes you out your comfort zone.
You already see how we had these emotional roller coasters and all this type of stuff. So having that commitment is just like it's scary or whatever because it's like, dang, I really got to see this through.
Mhm. You really got to see.
I really got to, and I'm heavy on my word. Like I'm misstand on this shit. So like if I say some shit, I want to follow through with it.
Yeah.
And just making commitments forces me to stand on my word when times I don't feel like standing on my word. That simple.
And I feel like that's what actually take me into the emotional roller coasters the most because we both are a woman of our word. Mm-hmm. And it's like I'm like that with everybody else, but when it come to Brit, when it come to V3, when it come to Big Me, I don't really have that same energy. I don't really have that same drive. And I don't know if it's just because I'm burnt out or it's just really a bitch really just got commitment issues. Like, I really have to wrap my mind around, like you said, I have to see this through. I have to fulfill this. Like, sometimes, like, what I'm doing right now is a 75 stop. I had to prepare myself. I had planned for it to start this week.
Yeah.
So I can go ahead and get ready for the commitment. Like, are you sure?
Yeah.
This is what you want to do. Plan this shit around all the different birthdays and everything else that you got come through. Like, you have to see that shit through. So it's just like,
I would also say like another thing that kind of opened my eyes to having commitment issues. One of my directors, I've been working with him since 2018. Mm-hmm. Like maybe like 2 summers ago, he said to me, T, you got commitment issues.
I feel like you told me that before.
Yes. And he tells me this out there. And I'm like, no, I don't have commitment issues. It's just I don't like. Or I'm not going to do da-da-da. But that also goes back to like something that I was reading. One of the articles that I was reading. Mm-hmm. It was saying like, we lack commitment because I lack of interest. So that's true. Like once I lose interest.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to commit something you're not interested in. Like, I can't say that But I done been in a long-term relationship too, and we gonna switch to the relationship side of commitment. I done been in a long-term relationship, and I stayed committed to it, but I lost interest in it too.
Yeah, and that goes into my fear of the whole marriage thing because I'm working on this, but like I can easily get uninterested, unattached, like so detached from something. Quick, like,
and it can just be something that you just did or didn't do, and it's like, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Ooh, why are we like that?
Well, according to this article, so no, for real, y'all, I found an article about millennials because clearly commitment is a millennial.
That's the issue with it.
It's a millennial thing, and I would say even from like talking to people generations ahead of us, like they even said it about us, like y'all just don't. First off, we gotta, and it also comes from our own mind.
Mm-hmm. Like, they didn't have their own mind. Yeah. Like, we're totally different. Yeah. We're breaking it. But what the article say though?
Okay, so in an online survey that was conducted on eHarmony, this is what they came up with. 39% of millennials aren't sure whether.
That was real quick.
39% of millennials aren't sure whether their current partner is the one for them.
Yeah.
So, alright, cool. So, I ain't gonna say that. 15%, no, I am gonna say something. So, like, it just goes back to, again, our interests change over time. So, what I may like
because
now,
you're growing.
Yeah, you're growing.
Yeah.
So, like, where me and my partner may start, you know, we may develop different things, track different things or whatever, and you're not growing with me. Or we just growing, like, apart. So, okay. I'm guilty. 15% of millennials wonder whether they would stumble across someone better than their current partner. That goes back to, is this really the one?
Yeah.
34% of millennials suffer from commitment issues because they have been hurt in a past relationship.
Or past experiences, period.
Yeah. 29% of millennials lack the confidence to navigate through a relationship for more extended periods. And I would say I'm guilty of this, and it goes back to like dating. Like sometimes when I find myself getting attached or liking somebody a little,
I need to file back. Yeah, me too. Let me go for real quick. I hate that. I don't like that. It's playing games.
It is.
But it's commitment issues.
It's commitment issues because at the end of the day, I'm falling back because one, I don't know if you feel the same way
about
I feel
me,
about
and
you.
I'm not about to be like.
I'm not, yes. Or even if I'm liking you, like, are you the person for me to be liking like this? Like, a lot of these niggas be some bullshit. So,
they just be fun and enjoyable for the moment sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I'm definitely guilty. 10% of millennials can't even imagine being in a relationship with just one person for the rest of their lives. So really, it's all about all the same thing. Like the first couple points, it's really all the same thing.
Yeah.
It's our fear. That's where commitment comes in. That's what I got from it.
I feel like it's our fear, and we are such a generation. Oh, I'm gonna speak for me. I'm such a person that I really need to know. I don't really know how to relinquish control like that. Like,
yep.
It's like a what if. Yep. That mustard seed faith be lacking.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm still working on that seed of faith. But
so what would you actually say causes you to have lack of commitment? Like fear?
In relationships, it's just like, I know at the end of the day, I got me. I don't really know if you got yourself and us.
Yeah.
That's me for relationships. But for myself, it's like a lack of motivation sometimes. A lack of discipline. Mainly a lack of discipline.
Yeah.
Over motivation. But it mainly be a lack of discipline. But when it comes to a relationship, like, what really causes me to be fearful of commitment is like, just the unknown.
Yeah.
I just be like, God, just put a little I dream like multiple dreams a night. I just be needing to like, just show me a little preview. Give me, God damn.
Just let me know it's gonna be okay.
Can I get a trailer of what's about to happen? Like, A trailer is not gonna tell me everything. I just need that little trailer. Like
10 seconds, give me 10.
My
I'll take
girl,
5.
like I know you got me, but my girl, like you gonna go through 17 roller coasters before I got you though. Like I just want to know that.
I just know it's all gonna work out.
Yeah,
let it all work out.
out.
I would say some of a reason why I fear or lack commitment issues is because I don't like disappointing people. So, and that's always been like a motherfucker can be mad at me, but when a motherfucker say they disappointed in me, like it just really bothers me. So I feel like if I make a commitment with somebody that I can't see through, then they disappointed, and it may not even be a big issue to them. But I say that's one thing, and then the second thing would be my main thing. Like I'm heavy on my word, like. And to have to go back on my word just does something for me personally. Like, that's my integrity, like, right there. So, I would say those would be, like, 2 of my major reasons for, like, fear of commitment or have lack of commitment.
Okay, and you said yours was your word. You don't want to disappoint nobody. And what else?
And because my word, I don't want to disappoint anybody.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. I just feel like when it goes to back to relationships, like I'm still in the space of, well, you've been out of a relationship for a minute. Shit, me too, but my situation it's still a little fresh. It's a year in, but it's still a little fresh for me. So it's like I'm still just really learning me every day. And so it's like I'm really trying to maneuver through that. So it's like now, okay, this is what I like to do. This is what makes me happy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know if I'm ready to open that door. I don't know if I'm really ready to open that door, like to share that space. Like, of course, I ultimately want to be in a relationship. I ultimately want to get married.
Yeah.
But that shit comes with commitment. It comes with a lot. You really have to dedicate that time. Like all those little games that we be pulling, like not really. We ain't really intentionally trying to pull no games, but it's just like we really protecting and guarding our heart. So it's like
it just so happened to come off as games.
So when we open that door of being exclusive or being in a relationship, it's like I gotta let that game shit go.
Yeah.
Like, am I ready? Am I really ready to let that go?
But I feel like with that person, I feel like another reason why in relationship wise, if we had that feeling, I feel like each person comes with a feeling. You know whether this gonna be a fun thing, a long term thing, or whatever. But even when you get in those relationships and you start growing with one another, I feel like we'll be able to use that discernment, like this the one, and commitment won't come so hard. It won't seem like as this major thing. Like it's just gonna come natural. And
that's another reason why I'm kind of holding off too, because I don't really know if I can say like I fully trust my discernment on certain things, especially in that field.
Yeah.
In the dating world,
yeah,
I can't really say 100%. Can you say what percentage do you trust your discernment on dating?
I trust my discernment probably like 70%.
Okay.
And
I feel like 50.
I would say 70 because I know what the fuck I be doing. Like I know when I'm getting in a situation that I don't need to be in. I know when a nigga is or a man is a nigga is some bullshit, and then you got a man that's really worth something or whatever, but I ain't really fucking with them. It's like, so I choose to move how I want to move, but yeah, I get my discernment up to 70, a smooth 70.
Okay, like I said, I give myself like a 50%. But so you just said something that kind of made me think of something. So I was having a conversation the other day with my trainer, and his whole thing was women and good men, right? Women and good men. And his thing is, it got some truth to it because a lot of women say sometimes like they don't want somebody who's too nice. And he just can't really wrap his mind around it. So I was trying to explain to him, like, don't get me wrong, some women are really just slow as fuck. Like, they feed and they thrive off of toxic situations. And as much as that word toxic is just so overused, but really they really feed and thrive off toxic situations. But on the other hand, there's the other percentage of us, like me. Yes, I do want a nice guy, but I also don't want no pushover ass nigga.
Yeah.
And you can't. And if you give me pushover vibes, I'm not going to be attracted to you. You got to be able to understand it. Yes, you can have all your ducks in a row. You can be the guy that's going to praise you. You can be the guy that's going to really treat you like a queen. You can be the guy that really put me on this pedestal. You can be the guy that's like always going to put my needs first. Like, it's never, not even going to say never. It's just like, you're really just this good, nice ass guy.
Basically, we need a good alpha man, not a good beta man.
It's a word. That's the word. A good alpha man. And that's what I was trying to explain to him. You know, it was like a few other women that was trying to explain it to him too, but he just could not wrap it around. He said, like, women, y'all just,
because like a nigga's not. And I've had conversation with men before. Like, a lot of men ain't just going for no sweet, like a girl that's not gonna stand up, a woman that's not gonna stand up for themselves. Like, they like men like women that's gonna put their foot down and all that. So why would I want just a pushover ass man?
And that's what I was trying to explain to him. The example that I gave him, I said, you don't like no friendly woman. She can be a good woman, but you said all the time, like, he joked in class one day before, like, oh, the woman who laugh all the time at a joke, you can't trust them bitches. You can't trust them bitches. You can't trust them. That's pretty much what he said. Like, you can't trust them. So I explained to him then. Okay, well, just how you said, you don't like a woman that's always gonna laugh. And first, as soon as another man say a joke, she too friendly. Next thing you know, she might be at his house. I don't want no man who can just let anybody say, because if I can little boy you, I don't want you.
For sure.
And it's just straight up. Like, I have to be able to respect you. Like, don't give me leeway. Not me. Hell, not you either. But don't give us no leeway, because I just can't really.
Baby, I'll go off on your ass. I'll be up 285. I'm running circles around your ass. So we know that we experience do you experience commitment issues and
this is something I've really been talking about lately. Like I was telling you the other day, like, I really, in July, I really came to myself like a Britney moment. Like, bitch, you really got commitment issues. And I got commitment issues within. Like, I'm not even thinking about nothing else. I have commitment issues within. Like, both of us with entrepreneurship, starting there. And I feel like that is the peak of my seasonal depressions. Because it's like, bro, I done made so many investments. Like, I didn't share with y'all before. Like, a bitch account was on $5. $5 account. And when I got hold of some money, investment here, investment there, investment here, investment there, and I made so many investments thinking I'm finna make some quick flips, and it's just like, I really dug myself in a hole. And it's just like, bro, you done started this shit. Finish it.
You gotta see
it through. To the finish line. Like, it's like,
that's what I have to tell myself on a regular. Like, two things I tell myself. I'm not gonna cut you out. Two things I tell myself on a regular: you gonna barbecue or you gonna meal do, and see it through, my boy. Like, I literally, those are motivation pieces for myself.
My affirmations this week reflect all of that. Pretty much all around the same thing. Like, you really do gotta see it through, my boy. Like, I'm like, bitch, stop going to the tunnel and peak.
Yeah.
Go through it.
Yeah.
Like, really go through it. Like, you just can't give up. Like, so my prayer a lot is like, God, prepare me. Prepare me. Help me see it through. I'm going to do it. And I got to keep reminding myself. And it's so crazy. It's like, I'm so disciplined in my life when it comes to fitness. But the rest of the parts of my life, I really feel like I lack that discipline. Like, we already know the motivation comes and goes. That comes and goes in waves, and that's with everybody. But discipline has to. What?
Is discipline and commitment the same thing? Like, can it be within the same? I feel like it really can, because with discipline comes commitment.
Yeah, with discipline comes commitment. I don't really say it's the same.
Not the same, but like it's
they go hand in hand.
Yeah,
they definitely go hand in hand.
Yeah,
you have to have discipline to be committed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like even with relationships and marriages, you have to have that discipline. Yeah, they find that girl gonna walk across you, or gonna pass you, but you got to be disciplined enough to remember what the hell you got at home. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they definitely go hand in hand. But discipline has to trump motivation every time, and I just really got to tell myself that. Like, but yeah, especially when it comes to my business, I done started multiple businesses.
I would say like my personal life as well, like whether it's business, even when I was different careers, like
oh yeah, different things, yeah.
Just I'm never able, when I lose interest, I'm up out of there. Like, and even with pre-planned outings, like it'd be hard for me to commit to those. Like, I feel like, yeah, I'm capable of doing this, then when the time get here, it's like, bro, my social battery is either dead or I just don't feel like.
And that's why I expressed that to you today. But that's one thing that I'm just I don't even know if that's gonna be a commitment issue. It really just comes to how I'm feeling that day, honestly. And that's why I expressed to you earlier, like, yeah, we had plans later this evening. I told her earlier, yo, I've been running around all day.
But it goes back to what you said. What I was saying with the discipline. Yeah, we can say how we feel, but if we were disciplined enough to stick to whatever we said.
See, but shit like that, I feel like it's an option. Why I gotta be disciplined to an option?
But hey, it is what it is. Like, just think about all these celebrities. Like, I'm sure they don't want to go to all these outings and stuff all the time or whatever.
I don't even think it's discipline though. It's come with a bag.
But hey, at the end of the day, if we're disciplined enough, it can have some type of return. Like, if we plan to go out, we disciplined enough to see it through. Hey, we might end up with a bag.
Okay, I guess you can't say that because today is the first Friday. Well, the past 2 Fridays, I went out by myself, and I had a good ass time. And both times, I took a nap before, and I was like, I don't feel like going no more. Yeah. But I coached myself. Bitch, get your ass
through, my boy.
Yeah.
And you had fun.
But that social battery, when that social battery is on E,
it'd be like, hey, it's me over everybody. But nah, I get that.
But I really started, the first time I ever heard somebody tell me before was like, I don't want to plan something out too far because I don't know how I'm going to be feeling the day of. And I'm just like, what? That was back when I was in my 20s. And I used to keep a schedule jam-packed. But I kid you not, these 30s, I'm in my motherfucking prime. But also about these 30s, I be want to have my motherfucking time.
Yes.
So I'm just like, ooh, it's a battle of the bands with that one when it come to me. But I just really wish I was just more disciplined in other areas. Like even with reading, that's like one of my favorite hobbies. But
that's on my notes. Like just creating new habits, like the new habits that I'm trying to implement, staying committed to those. Like it's hard.
The reason why I started the 75 Soft Challenge is because I want to learn discipline in other areas.
What is the 75 Soft?
So 75, okay, you never heard of it?
No.
75, there's the 75 Hard Challenge and there's the 75 Soft Challenge. With the 75 Soft is the 10 pages of book a day. Make sure you pretty much eating clean every day, and except for like, just one day. Only drinking on social outings. Pretty much drinking like a gallon of water or a certain amount of liters of water a day. Everything we've been saying we're gonna do, but you have to do it for 75 days. And if you mess up, you gotta start your 75 days over. And like I said, with reading, like that's one of my favorite hobbies. And I'm getting more into non-fictional books and just self-help books and things like that. And shit, we even started this year off with our own little personal book club. Not little because it's a big one, but our own personal book club. But excuse me, when second and third quarter started or whatever, I pretty much just fell back on just everything, just life, everything just building me up. So I was like, bro, you got to get back to that. You got to stay committed to that. How you going to expect to be her and you ain't really doing shit to be her? Yeah. So, like I said, outside of just the gym, I'm so disciplined in that area because a lot of people be asking me for advice and things for that. But I'm just like, y'all just don't understand, bitch. I be struggling on the inside of other areas of my life. So with that, like, that's why I've been trying to commit to being around more like-minded people of the things that I want to do. Like I done been, or just including myself in different environments with things like that to grow more in that area. So it takes time, but yeah, you just gotta be committed to a lot of shit. Yeah. Discipline goes hand in hand with it. But speaking of other parts of commitment, like, do you really see yourself initiating plans with people, or or initiate conversations with people, or you wait to see what they gonna do?
It just depends.
Okay.
It depends on the situation and the person. And whatever the plan may be. So like if I'm it just really depends. If I'm on some relationship type stuff. If it's I don't know how to answer that question.
I feel like I'm an initiator. When it comes to like a plan or doing something or just initiating a phone call. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not too prideful in that area. Like
okay, so you mean in that manner. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like I'm not too prideful in that area. Like I feel like I would initiate that. Like if I want to do something, I'm not gonna say every time, but sometimes I'm gonna speak up about it. Like because they might not even know. Like okay, this is what she wants to do.
So it goes back to what I was saying. Then it depends. But I'm not big on initiating stuff because I'm a solo type person. I don't really like being bothered. So when it comes to initiating conversation and things like that, if I feel like it, I'm gonna do it. Like if I want to go out, I'm gonna hit you up and hey, let's do XYZ or what are you doing? But it just really depends on my mood.
Speaking of not want to be bothered, Big Sippers, I really want y'all to like just let us know like what are different things that you do to be more social. Because that whole not wanting to be bothered.
Yeah.
Shit, we want to get out of it.
Get out.
We really want to get out of it. What do y'all do to keep your social battery charged? Like, is it more naps? Are you like really planning it in your agenda? Like, what tips are y'all? Can you please give it?
I'm really trying to think of ways that you can just charge your social battery and keep it charged. Like, not even necessarily fully charged, but at least 50%. Like, a bitch be at 10. A bitch have the red notification, hey, 10% left. Like, no, I hate it. But yeah, so I would say it just depends on whoever the person is or whatever the situation, and it depends on my mood if I'm gonna initiate it. Because again, like I can feel some type of way, like I can feel capable of doing this at this moment, and then when the moment get here, the planned moment or whatever.
So, girl, what's been going on in the society?
So before I tell you what's been going on with society, let's let the big stiffers know what society is. So society is a new segment that we came up with where we just talk about a trending topic or something that we've seen on social media or just anything going on in society today. So this past week I came across a post on Twitter, and it was about this girl tweeted. She said, "People are so mad I didn't take the Cardi B opportunity today because I decided to service my already booked clients. Y'all have to understand, my clients deserve to be serviced. I've counseled before for a celebrity and regret it because I lost those clients. I'm loyal to the soil." So the question was, is that bad for business? Her declining Cardi service to service her multiple people for the day, is that bad for business?
See me, hold on. I just farted. I just wanted to warm you before you show out on this camera. Get it out.
At least you know.
Nah, I don't feel like it's bad for business because at the end of the day, it may bring great opportunities for for the artist or whatever by servicing a celebrity or an influencer or whatever. But a lot of times it really don't. Yeah. Like it gives you exposure. They might go look at your page, but it's not really doing good for the business.
Really gonna book?
Am I really eating off of this? And you also gotta understand that, granted, yes, it's great to be a celebrity stylist, or it's great to be a celebrity nail artist or anything like that. But they not coming to you every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Your loyal clients are the ones who are going to continuously book you. They're the one who's going to keep putting the money in your pocket. And then a lot of times, on top of that, the influencers or the celebrities, they want to do a barter system. Mm-hmm. I post you, you do my nails.
Yeah.
Or brand ambassadorships. And that's cool or whatever, but let me be a judge of that.
Yeah.
Let me decide and really feed through how it's going to help me in my business.
Mm-hmm.
You posted me one time, a lot of your... Hell, Cardi B, most of her followers is everywhere else besides Atlanta too.
I can say I agree with you. Definitely, like, she has these loyal clients that comes to her bi-weekly,
that I know
monthly,
you're gonna book every
whatever.
time you got an event coming up. You always want to book me
for this one-time opportunity. Yes, it could have been a great opportunity, but I feel like it's selfish of the other person
to expect for me to
do that, and to even feel some. I'm not saying that Cardi felt some type of way, but for people to feel
come at her that way,
yeah,
the backlash that she's talking about.
Yeah, like for her to come, that's selfish, and you're a clout chaser and all of that, because she's one experience doing a celebrity or somebody, an influencer, nails before, and it backfired on her. So she'll be a fool to do the same thing again.
And even just talking to like our nail tech, she's expressed to me like the different type of people who nails she's done, and these influencers, and they have 1 million followers or 1 million subscribers, but at the end of the day, it's not really reflecting with her and her business like that.
And a lot of times
as her loyal clients, we gonna keep booking and keep helping her.
It come with a lot because these influencers and celebrities feel like they have special privileges, and they don't have the entitlements. They don't feel like they have to, follow the rules because of who they are. And they're like, no, why should I have to? All money not good money.
Yeah, for sure.
All money not good money. So I think that the backlash is what's the word I'm looking for, is can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it's a reflection of who these people really are, because they just show that you're selfish, you're a clout chaser, and you'll do anything for $1.
And sometimes it just gotta make sense, because like a lot of times when they go into these stores and they shut the stores down, these people are only shutting the stores down because it's going to make sense. It's gonna make walking out with M's, and it's gonna make sense. Yeah, like, is this celebrity gonna just pay for their service, or are they gonna pretty much put me in a position that I actually could have taken a day off for the rest of my clients?
Yeah.
Is it making sense for me?
Yeah, for sure. But you did your thing, girl. I'm glad you. Hold on, what's your name?
In a nutshell, you did what you were supposed to do.
Nails by Taya. You did your thing.
Do it say where she at, so we can tell the people to go for
support her. It don't say where she at. I just got her her Instagram is at nails with 2 S by Taya, Taya. But I feel like you did the right thing in this.
You did what was best for yourself and your business.
Yep.
And if it's meant, it'll come back.
Exactly.
It'll really
Tenfold.
come back. Yeah.
Tenfold.
And they won't be expecting you to do that. Exactly. And like you said, you sure Cardi didn't isn't feeling that way, but everyone else, everybody not business savvy either, so
that part. Alright, so
but what you been buying me to? Yeah, what you been buying me to? Yeah, vibe on that man.
So like we said, we ain't recorded in a minute.
So your vibe kind of old, huh?
No, it's not old, but I got 2 things for my vibe on the man. My first thing is going back to the person that I worked for, Quisha. July 6th, she put me on this book called Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Dr. Travis Bradbury and Dr. John Greaves. And basically it gives you, you have the opportunity to take a emotional intelligence test, which consists of self-awareness, two aspects, yours, personal side and social side. So on the personal side, self-awareness, self-management. On the social side is I can't even think of it right now, because once I took the test, I saw that my personal side, like, I scored low as hell, And then the area that I scored the lowest when it comes to that section was self-awareness. And I'm like, damn, I feel like I was
more aware.
Very aware. Yeah. But as I read through the book, it's like, oh yeah. My triggers and all that. Like, and that's why I've been identifying my triggers. So like that book is helping me evolve. And that's why I said like it kinda started last month, like this incline on my mental, because that's when I started reading the book and start, trying to implement these things. So, again, that's Emotional Intelligence 2.0.
So is it a part 1?
I think the reason why it's called 2.0 is because the first one didn't come with the test. So you have to actually pay for the test, but when you purchase the book, the test comes with it. Mm-hmm. And you get 2 opportunities to take the test. So I took mine in the beginning, before I started reading, to figure out what areas, because even in the book it tells you to focus on one area. Like focus on one area at a time, because it'll kind of come naturally in all the other areas, and you start with your lowest area. So I'm starting with the self-awareness area. Mm-hmm. But also once you start implementing these different things, then you take it again. So I said I'm gonna try to do it again in December. Mm-hmm. They give me 6 months to grow. Yeah, grow and implement and see where I scale at when I take the test.
It's kind of like something I did with therapy too.
Mm-hmm. And then my other vibe on demand is Who Cloned Tyrone on Netflix.
Ooh, please don't tell about it. I want to watch it.
I'm not gonna talk about it, but I would say like it's I'm not gonna go in detail about it, but I would say that it's a movie that everyone in the Black community should watch. And yeah, it's a comedy, but it's so much symbolism. It's like it's a comedy to our harsh reality. Like, and if you paying attention, you get the different subliminals and all that. And I've watched it twice, and I want to watch it a third time and fourth time, because you all, pick up on things. And I like things that kind of like feed my mind. And in a sense, it feed my mind because it's kind of like, damn, this was really happening out here.
Yeah.
But they make it into a parody, a comedy or whatever. So yeah, my 2 vibe on demands: Emotional Intelligence 2.0 and Who Cloned Tyrone.
That might be my watch for tonight. Who Cloned Tyrone, because everybody been talking about it and it's just been on my wait list. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. So with my vibe on demand, I had 2 vibes on demand as well. My first vibe on demand is also something that I've been watching on Netflix, and I feel like I'm probably one of the very small percentage of people that haven't watched Insecure, but Insecure is my vibe on demand. I just feel like it's so relatable with my life.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a lot of things that's going on Insecure. It's just like, damn, you going through this right now. Especially with a lot of the dating things. Like, you going through this right now. Or just some day-to-day life things that's going on. It's just like, I'd be sitting there talking to the TV. You done been over here while I'm watching episodes. Like, I'd be sitting there talking to the TV. Like, girl, why the hell you doing that? And then I'd be like, bitch, that you do shit like that too. Like, so I'm really, really, really vibing with Insecure. I'm on season 3. It's 5 seasons, right? I'm on season 3 right now. So I'm really rocking with Insecure. And my second vibe.
Hold on, before you say that, I think that's another reason why I like Insecure so much. Because Insecure is a show that I literally would binge once a year. But because I get to see the flaws in them, so it makes it kind of like, heightens the that's me being self-aware. Like, damn, you do this shit too.
Yeah.
That shit ain't cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it because it's relatable.
Because Issa be all over the place, girl. I be busting at Issa like, girl, what is you doing?
And I feel like I be all over the place. It's like, I say I want this.
Yeah, but you doing the total opposite.
Different.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then so my second vibe on demand is Ronald Rodriguez and the boy Lil Baby. I'm just so proud of both of them. Really, I'm really proud of Lil Baby. Like, first of all, Rollo is one of his artists, but Lil Baby just always doing good shit. You never really hear Lil Baby in a mix about negative shit.
Yeah.
And that's what I really, really, really love about him.
Except when it comes to Jada, these folks would get her hair by Jada.
But he's always doing stuff for the community. Like he just had his second back to school badge where he's just like helping out the community with that. And then he also just opened his new restaurant, Seafood Menu. Haven't tried it yet. This should be something we should do. A mukbang too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna come back to that.
And it's on MLK. I didn't even know that. I rolled back to last night.
Yeah, it's on MLK.
Damn, that's where it's at.
And then my with Rollo, man. Rollo, his new tape, what it's called, Been One, from top to bottom. He really gave us something to listen to. That and Ghana. That and Ghana is what I've been just vibing to every day from top to bottom. Both of them talk about something we needed to hear it.
And for the first time, I can really understand. Majority of Rollo's songs, I can understand what he's saying. Like, I guess folks kept getting on him about that mumbling type shit. But
yeah, Rollo really talking about something. And like I said, this baby artist, and they just... I like to see, you know, niggas who really just got it out the mud and just really elevate. I don't really hear Rollo in no shit either. Like, I'm proud of y'all. Keep going. So this is my vibe on the end. Insecure, Rollo, and Lil Baby.
So y'all already know what that means. That wraps up another episode of
AunTEA Talk.
If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow us, interact with us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. That's at AunTEA_talk. And until next time, that's T, bitch.